Yo. What's going down, everybody, man? I just started up a new stream. About to play some Madden real quick up here. You know what I'm saying? So I know it's mad late. Probably nobody will come in. But if you do, if you a late type of person like me, shit, come on through. I'm trying out this Madden Nfl 20. It's one of my favorite, not one of my favorite games. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of a 2K kind of person, but this year Madden seems like it's dope. So
yeah, man, if you come through, between the Carolina Panthers and the New England Patriots. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Tom Brady heading out, the recent birthday boy, though I guess we really can't call him a boy anymore.
But he does continue to play football with boyish enthusiasm.
There you go. Well said. He turned 42, though, back on August 2nd. Charles, you probably got some pretty good birthday gifts over the years, ties, cufflinks. Well, if you're Tom Brady, it's a little better. How about this for a birthday gift? 2-year contract extension on August 4th worth $70 million.
Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty good birthday.
Not bad.
And for him, well earned. And for New England, an absolute bargain getting him at $70 million. Remember, he said a couple years ago he wanted to play until he's 45 years old. We've seen no drop-off in his play. Won another Super Bowl last year. Yeah, I'd say he's well worth that investment.
Also, Charles, he and his wife recently listed their house for a cool $39 million if you're in the market.
Yeah, the best part is he told the fans, don't read anything into it, because obviously they live in the area where the Patriots play, and everybody's like, they're selling the house. What does that mean for Tom Brady? He's like, I'm selling the house. That's it. Don't worry about it.
Brady now on first down. That's complete right around the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 13 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. CD, it seemed like they were... And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short. And this will remain a 6-0 ball game.
All right, now here's my issue. I'm trying to figure out my kick situation.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
Straight up terrible. I always kick it out of bounds. I never kick good field goals.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. The shotgun snap for Newton. Pass incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. But now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football, got to him, and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
The Patriots ready to go on their next drive, and it'll be another interesting season for the Super Bowl champs. You look at the pass catching for this offense, Charles. It's a unit somewhat in flux, but there are signs of optimism coming out of Patriots camp.
Yeah, just think about it. You mentioned in flux, right? Okay, that means no Gronk. Josh Gordon not available, although they should never have expected that to really be a possibility this year. But they did spend a #1 pick on wide receiver N'Keal Harry out of Arizona State. They love his range and his catch radius. But how about this guy who's been turning some heads in camp? A rookie out of NC State, undrafted, even though he was high on a lot of people's lists. Jacoby Myers, another big body, strong receiver who's been making plays for Tom Brady.
Yeah, he announced his presence in a big way preseason game number 1 with 2 touchdown catches. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Second tour of duty for Watson with the Patriots. Remember, New England drafted him way back in 2004 out of Northwestern. He retired in the It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. And now we take a peek at the Patriot offense.
Sony Michel was taken near the end of the first round in the 2018 draft, but boy, did he earn his keep in that season with New England. Really came on in the playoffs, scored the only touchdown in the Super Bowl win over the Rams. Expect bigger and better from Sony Michel moving forward.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Brady. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas on front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd down and goal. Brady, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the... And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. To throw is Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 12-0 the score after one on EA Sports. A good passing down here. They send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on second down. Now Brady. And his throw here is incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you got to hit one of these Hail Marys, bro. Come on, dog.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. Now Brady, this is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader. A guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver. Was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Brady deferring to White on the draw. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On first and 10, here's Brady. Wide open receiver complete. The way in. Touchdown, New England.
That's right. Turn up, man.
Third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And again, it's no good.
Yeah.
A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half.
What?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Damn, bro. What the fuck is the problem?
Free kick out of bounds.
Shut up, nigga. I know. I can't kick for shit.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Kyle Van Noy, the Pats' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on the stop. Throwing on third down, Newton. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Lawrence Guy able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be fourth down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Here's Josh Gordon as he heads back out there now. He's delivered a solid performance so far here in the second quarter.
Everything has been good for him. And right now, if you're on defense, you don't want it to go to great. So you have to just change up coverages and looks on him all the time. Press coverage sometimes, back off and play some man, show some zone, double team him, make him really work for each and every catch.
He's hit the end zone once. Maybe there's more in the tank. Brady again here on second and 10.
Bro, why you letting him get out in front of me?
Incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Brady. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters. He just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
To throw, it's Brady. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
You got it. You got it.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Brady again. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 16 yards, a first down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Brady. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't do it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half.
Sorry, coach. Let's try to get it a little lower there.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
I don't understand this kicking system.
Free kick out of bounds.
I do not understand this kicking system. Like,
so that one will be accepted.
Defense,
the Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, really the first round, it was pretty defensively minded, but there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray first, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they've looked pretty good.
I agree with you, Brandon. When you talk about those 3 quarterbacks, and you're right, the rest of the draft, we're talking about big linemen, right? We're talking about defensive players, not a lot of skilled players in the first round. But let's take the quarterbacks very quickly. Kyler Murray, by acclamation, went to Arizona. Everyone excited about it. And I think his team remains excited about his prospects. They're eager to see him play. He became the starter as soon as he was drafted. Daniel Jones, that was a different situation in New York. The fans weren't real excited about him coming in. But the reason they drafted him, has a similar demeanor and talent to Eli Manning, and he's acquitting himself quite nicely in the early going. And Dwayne Haskins a little more up and down in Washington, but they love the big arm of this guy, and he's back at home. Remember, he grew up in Potomac, Maryland.
He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
All right, I'm gonna try something else.
Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half.
I think I get the kick. All right. I'm hitting that second one too soon.
And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Newton now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 33.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now a first down throw for Newton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
They're moving on me now.
11 more on that one, and another first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And Allen, Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover. But if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go. And maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And it's Michel once again. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Hands off me, my guy.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Luke Kuechly, the all-pro linebacker, in on the stop.
Oh, yeah, when we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
They try to
the throw by Brady, knocked away, incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. So a failure to connect on 2nd down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Brady. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
3rd time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And the lead will slow by 1 more. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a New England touchdown.
Now I should be able to kick off correctly.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
Boom. Now we in business.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. That's what I was trying to see.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
He's smart.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2 and it brings
how
up
you
4.
flipped up on old boy?
Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Even bothering that.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Brady now to throw. He completes it right side to right.
What, man?
Look at the dance and the juke. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, 95 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. So from back deep in their home territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked.
I mean, it is a
extra
video
point
game.
good by Gostkowski, and that will extend this big lead. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That's a lopsided game.
Now it's the backup Greer. Middle of the field, it's Robinson.
Oh,
And
it's
he
not
gets
number
it to
50
the
flipped over
34,
here.
good enough for the first. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, Greer. And that'll be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
They're marching down the field on me now. Let's go.
On first down, it's Greer. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Greer looks to throw again. Well, now Greer, he fumbled the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Shut up, Smack.
Gostkowski, the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So not only the
You saw that, right?
but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and
crazy,
the score the
bro.
other way, the fumble return for a touchdown.
Finally figured out the kicking system, Smack.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Hey, Smack,
and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right.
And a bad throw there.
I take
It's
that.
intercepted.
I take that. Let's get
Picked
it.
up by Jonathan Jones.
Whooping the natural.
This defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Hoyer, he's got Lacoste over the middle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
We're gonna run it up.
3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's
it ain't over yet.
similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Oh, come on.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
It ain't gonna happen, bro.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaleen Calhoun in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Fielded at about the 28. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensive.
Let me refresh my chat real quick. Alright. I don't know why the screen goes completely black when I do that, but it is what it is. Alright.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. But we know Dorsett can make those plays with that top-end speed. You think back to the Combine 5 years ago when he ran a 4.33. And now in his 3rd season in New England after 2 in Indianapolis. But only 200. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 28 yards.
Not only they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Patriots. Look at this, middle of the field, breakaway, and that might just submit it. A return for a late touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coach say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something. Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, first down. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense through the shutout, Adam. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, pump a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.